balancing game. So just little stuff like that the head coach kind of has to do.
How as far as getting, I think this was your first start.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Just tell us a little bit, how did you feel out there, and at what point? It sounds like early in the week you kind of knew you probably were going to be in that role.
Yeah.
What did having that week of preparation mentally kind of do for you?
Yeah, I mean, some guys were banged up at the beginning of the week, and I just knew that I've been a 2 all year, and I just always got to stay ready for when that moment comes. And obviously was really looking forward to the opportunity. Made sure I prepared the best I could at practice. I felt great out there.
As a guy in defense has been through games where maybe the offense struggles a little bit and it's kind of back and forth, how much does it help you guys on the defense when they build a big lead pretty early on and you guys can just play?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. That's actually one thing Coach Chris always talked about, was just playing off of each other. And, when the offense has long drives, that keeps us off the field and lets us get our breath back. When we knock them down 3 and out in their territory, obviously we can create a good field position for our offense. So it all kind of works together.
Felt like just with the front seven, the push you guys were getting was different than it has been early in the season.
Yeah.
Because of that, you got a lot more third and longs. Would you say that was a big part of your defensive effort today?
I mean, I think it just comes down to the preparation. I think we put in a lot of good work this week, and I'd say Northwestern's run style is pretty similar to our offense, so a lot of those runs are pretty familiar for us.
When you see a guy like Cedric Dort go down like that, what's just going through your mind?
Yeah, I mean, you just, you pray for the guy. I guess I didn't really see what happened, but obviously it was pretty serious, so I just keep him in my thoughts and prayers.
Coach Leonard said he was doing much better. Have you guys been able to see him after the game at all? And just
I mean, it was awesome. Said, yeah. Said, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were talking about Coach. Yeah. No, we saw. He seemed like he was doing a lot better.
Obviously I know you guys wish Coach Chris was here, but to get Coach Leonard to win in his debut, what was that moment like for you guys? I mean, getting the game ball too.
It was awesome. Obviously, especially on the defensive side of the ball, we all love Coach Leonard. We all didn't want Coach Chris to leave, but glad that Coach Leonard was the guy to step up, and we're happy to play for him.
Was there anything different, in practice that you guys kind of maybe scrapped from or added that was different from Coach Chris?
It was pretty similar this week. One thing we did add was just like situational stuff, just because Coach Leonard honestly just wanted some practice, like with those situations, calling timeouts and making those kind of head coach decisions that he didn't have to before.
How do you think he was able to get you guys to pick up the pieces after everything you went through this week? Obviously, he's got a lot going on. He's got to figure out how to be a head coach in 6 days. But can you point to something that, not to take away credit from you guys for the win, but that maybe just calmed everything down and allowed you to play the way you did today?
I mean, I think the main thing he just talked about for us was just, when we come into the stadium, we got to focus, we got to lock in and work. And obviously, when we're outside of the stadium, that's the time we can kind of mourn and feel bad that Coach Chris left and stuff like that. So.
And then lastly, I'm guessing it's safe to say you guys want Jim Leonard as your head coach in 2023. Is that some added motivation to just finish this season strong and make sure this staff, as much as possible, can stay intact?
Yeah, I mean, I would say so. I think any coach you're playing for, you want to execute, and obviously Coach Leonard has been here, so we all have great relationships with him and want him to be the guy going forward.
What's the faith that you have in him that just makes you say that?
Coach Leonard?
Yeah.
Just his track record, honestly. He's obviously a great defensive coach, and then he's a player's coach, just very similar to Coach Chris. We all have good relationships with them, and